Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Chargers going up against the Titans. With that, we'll send you up to Music City, USA and Nissan Stadium in Nashville, my hometown. We're standing by as our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the San Diego Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Hundley. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throwing Hundley. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Gone. Leopard. Gone. Leopard.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Leopard. Check three. Here we go now. Blue 90.
And the wideout in motion. Now Bernard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Kevin Dodd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out come the Chargers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Hassan Ridgeway in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Hill trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing, Hundley. And he's got completion to Hopkins. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A good pickup there at 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Heinlein. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
The play clock's running down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it here with Bernard. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the 1st down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it, and the defense did exactly that.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Play clock winding down. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Time running out here on the play clock. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Hill, the lone setback. They're going to give it to him running right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jeremy Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead will grow by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really, at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now, as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
He loses 5 full yards to bring up fourth. Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Third down, here's Hill. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chargers a first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
go. What? 90.
And they'll go on the ground. Fighting through. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On the ground, this is Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken in at the 1. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. 20, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're